Why you are going to DJ? Why you are not going to this one Nati? Why you are preferring DJ hybrid?
See, I did my MPhil in University of Cambridge, and I was working there in Cambridge for 2 years. Then I came here to Bangalore, and I was doing my software engineering in.
You are studying in UK, Cambridge University, UK. How you learn in agriculture? Actually, almost in education in English. Okay,
Yes.
some Paschimatya culture, English
Yes.
culture. But how you learn in this one all are like actually India is a agriculture based country. How you learn?
Labor cost is there, so much of other costs are there. To meet that and to make profit.
ಇವರೈತ್ರಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತು ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್ ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಮಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯಂ, ಕಲಿಪುರಂ ವಿಲೇಜು, ಅಣಮಲೈ ತಾಲೂಕು, ಕೊಯಮತ್ತೂರು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. MPhil ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಂಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ UK ಒಂದು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ 2017 ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು 60 ಎಕರೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕೋಲ್ಪವೃಕ್ಷ, ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗು, ಒಂದು ಇದಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅರೆಕನಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಟ್ಮಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಡೀ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದು DJ. ಇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ತುಂಬ ಕಲಿಯೋದಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ಗೆ. ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಕಾಲಿಪುರಂ ವಿಲೇಜು, ಅಣಮಲೈ ತಾಲೂಕು, ಕೊಯಮತ್ತೂರು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕು. ಇವರು MPhil ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಶೂಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ನಡೀತೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತೆ. ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟನೇದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಣಮಲೈ ತಾಲೂಕು ಕೋಕೋನಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್. Then tell me yourself, sir. Then your education background, your native place, all of it.
Actually, I'm native to Anamalai Taluk, and I did my MPhil in University of Cambridge, and I was working there in Cambridge for 2 years. Then I came here to Bangalore, and I was doing my software engineering in Indiranagar, to be precise, till 2017. After that, I took up my farmers agriculture. We have around 60 acres of agricultural land here in Coimbatore district in 2-3 villages. And
how many acres you have land is there, your agriculture land?
Around 60 acres of agriculture land is there.
Which all are crops in sowing here?
Predominantly, I mean, the entire farm is planted with coconut. And almost 50 acres is around DJ variety of coconut, and another 10 acres is a country variety coconut.
Why you are going to DJ? Why you are not going to this one Nati? Why you are preferring DJ hybrid?
See, Anamalai Taluk, we get both the monsoons. So where we have rich climatic conditions and rich rainfall, it is always better to go for a hybrid variety. So in a country variety, the maximum yield that you can get is around 140 to 150 nuts. In DJ variety, and we harvest it for tender coconuts precisely. So in DJ variety, you get around 250 to 300 coconuts is possible for a well-maintained farm. So, and tender coconut rates are also good. In summer months, we get around 35 to around 32 to 35 rupees per nut we get. The same summer months for the coconut, maximum it will go to around 15 rupees. So, and the number of nuts also you can increase. Per year, if you are having an interval for mature nuts, if you are harvesting, we have to harvest for around 45 days once. In tender coconuts, 30 to 35 days we can harvest. So in a year itself, 2 harvests we can get. So it is always, if you are having a good climatic conditions and good water resource, it is best that you go for a hybrid variety. And for tender coconut variety, DJ is the best variety.
Actually, only tender coconut only DJ, or only cobra is also is possible, and then
Cobra is also possible.
Coconut also possible.
Copra coconut is also possible. That only thing is your harvesting time must be increased. For tender coconuts, 30 to 35 days is enough. For if you want a good copra coconut, you have to wait till 45 days to 55 days copra. For a copra variety.
Okay.
So you can use the DJ variety for both tender coconut and for copra.
Cobra.
Yes.
Okay, this is the plantation how many years old, sir?
This is around 12 years old. And since we have crossed 10 years, we have tried intercropping with areca nut and matmag.
ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಚಾರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ರೌಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇವರು. ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಲು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಕು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಬ್ಸು, ಒಂದು ಹಲವಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಯಾವ ಮಂತಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಿಸೈನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಮೆಥಡ್, ವಿಚ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಅನದರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಸರ್, ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಅನದರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್
See, the spacing in a triangle method, you will, per acre you can grow more number of coconuts.
Okay.
But here in this farm, we have gone for a square method.
Square method.
So it is 26 into 26.
Okay.
So in this thing, we can conveniently have 4 areca nuts, and in center we can have 1 nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
So more distance, the better yield you will get, because the better sunlight will come. The air movement also will be good. So it is better to go for at minimum 26 into 26 is must.
Actually, some people don't know. I don't know what is meaning of NPK. Some people, lots of people doing in round trench, but you do half trench. Some half is not doing trench, is doing in mulching. Yes. Okay, then you are doing to some farming mid in a nutmeg, again in 4 areca nut. Yes. Okay, then you explain what to do, what type of doing in farming. Then almost yield started from in DJ. Yes. Okay, 1 acre 72 plant, right? Yes. 1 acre 72 plant. Then you have go to different you are seeing from all 60 acre. Then what type of doing farming you explain also.
See, basically a plant needs nutrition, and all plants need macronutrients, which is called NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium.
I didn't understand. Some people is telling micronutrient, macronutrient. What is the difference?
Micro and macro is you require in a larger quantity.
Which we explain what are
Three types of micronutrient, that is universal for all plants. That is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Micronutrients, again we have 2, primary and secondary. Primary micronutrients like magnesium, sulfur, calcium. These we require.
Which product is comes from in magnesium, sulfur? That which product?
There are a lot of products in the market.
You explain.
Yeah, I'll give you an explanation.
Organic which come, chemical which come.
No, mostly organic is we don't go for any company based products. Organic farmers usually they make their own inputs from inside the farm, using the cow for example, by Jeevamridam or Panchagavyam, and they apply it to the farm. The remains of the cow, like cow dung or poultry waste, or for that matter goat waste, that we apply as organic.
That is micro or macro?
In the organic, in the dung, in the that we call as farmyard manure, all this poultry waste, cow dung, we call as farmyard manure. In the farmyard manure, depending upon that variety, suppose poultry from the chickens, that will be rich in N, because uric acid and urea is from the feces of the chickens. So that will be rich in N. So likewise, the cow dung will be little more. Every farmyard manure will have NPK.
Okay.
Every leaf.
Always
yes.
NPK is there.
Yes. Even this dead leaf will have NPK. The ratio will be small.
Okay.
So what we do usually is, we instead of taking it from, suppose you need to give the quantity required for this tree, you have to give around 300 kilos of cow dung for this tree. This is very expensive. Firstly, first the raw material is expensive. Secondly, the labor is expensive. So what we do is
we should need 300 kg
yes,
cow dung.
Yes, because the amount of, suppose if you take urea, that's 40% of nitrogen is there. In 1 kilo of cow dung, hardly 2%, 3% of nitrogen will be there.
Actually, some people do organic is good farming, is go to chemical is all soil as fertilizer is not.
See, there is no denial organic is the best farming. But we are living in a commercial age. Farmer must increase his yield. That is the primary reason for farming. So if you're having a homestead farm where you're going to meet only your family's needs, organic is fine. But I am having so much of labor cost is there, so much of other costs are there. To meet that and to make profit.
Actually, you are put it in chemical, automatically microbes are death is not possible to develop in microbes. So what type of doing microbes is increase your farm?
See, firstly, we just don't give chemical alone. We give in 3 shifts. We give cow dung manure, we give poultry manure, and we give goat manure.
3 also you give?
We give.
Per
3
annum,
times.
How many kgs is give? 3 times per annum.
Yes. So if you can see, those sacks are goat manure. One sack is around 30 kilos of goat manure. Before this season, 4 months back, we gave 50 kilos of poultry manure.
One plant?
For one tree. So you can see the residue. You can see the residue of the chicken waste that we've given. Okay. So during the monsoon, you can give chicken waste, because
monsoon time,
yes,
rainy season.
Yeah, the poultry waste is very rich in urea and uric acid.
Any mixing, once you put it in poultry manure,
We have to mulch. You have to give it some time for it to degrade.
Degrade.
You
How
immediately
degrade?
It will degrade by itself. You just keep it aside. it will start degrading, because if you put fresh poultry manure, it will be very rich in uric acid, which will burn the roots of the plant.
Okay.
So you have to give it 2-3 months time, then you can apply. And the best time for applying poultry manure is the monsoon, because the good water is there. Even if it's going to burn the roots, the water will make it will make all the the uric and acid in the poultry manure, it will solidify.
Okay.
So the best time for it apply is monsoon. Now we are going for goat manure. This time we have
December time.
the December time goat manure.
How many
And
kg?
30 kgs.
30
30
kg.
kgs.
Per plant.
Per plant. Per tree we are giving 30 kgs. And during the summer we will give 50 kgs of
Which
cow
month?
dung manure. Summer instance April.
April month.
So we give fertilizer 4 months once. So in every time we give chemical, we put organic manure also, because only the organic manure can absorb. We call that as in technical term we can say as cation exchange rate. Okay, what is cation exchange rate? Is suppose you are giving NPK or something, it will be broken in the soil into ion forms. So those ion forms, if there is no organic material, they will just simply wash away. So organic material is a must. So these organic material will catch all these nutrients and keep. They will slowly give it to the plants. So without giving organic material, you cannot get high productivity. This is some kind of hybrid. So immediately you put the chemical, suppose urea, it will have little effect. All the microbes will move away from the place. They are not going to, few might die, around 10% will die, remaining 80%, 90% will migrate to some other place. So in what we are following in our farm is, we don't give the complete circle. We have a basin around the coconut. In one part of the basin we give the inorganic parts.
Okay.
And then above that we apply the farmyard manure, goat manure, poultry manure. Then what we do is, we pull the leaves. This is called mulching. In the other half, we only give organic manure, and we will not give any chemicals.
Okay, this place is not give organic, only chemical. This off circle.
Both
Both.
chemical and organic. If you can see, there is the last time we gave poultry manure. Poultry manure is there. There we will also give poultry manure, but there we will not give any inorganic. So what will happen is, immediately on application of inorganic chemicals like urea or potash, the microbes here, microbes in earthworm will migrate to that zone. So what we have is, we give in this zone chemical fertilizer. In the other zone, we will not give.
Okay.
So in there, these microbes will go there. Once in 1 or 2 months, the intensity of the chemicals will go. Then the microbes will come back here. See, always remember, it is the microbes who take the nutrient and give it to the plant. The plant by itself takes only around 15% of the nutrient directly. The rest, 85%, is mobilized by the bacteria and the fungus inside. There is something called nitrogen mobilizing bacteria. There is something called potash mobilizing bacteria. There is a phosphorus mobilizing bacteria. So these bacteria only collect the phosphorus and give it to the roots. The plant by itself can only take around 50 to 20% of the nutrients by itself. The rest, the plant has association with these bacteria. The fungus actually lives inside the roots of the plant. That's we call rhizobium. So we have a rich mixture. So we are actually, see, the farmer must be able to produce certain crops at certain rates. Beyond that, it will not break even. Okay, we have something called MSP. For this coconut also, we have a copra MSP. It doesn't work. Only if a farmer is making money, he will be in a farming. So we have to have a hybrid system. So if you say we are practicing chemical farming, see, you look at the earthworm population here. See, there's a good see, these are all earthworm droppings.
Okay.
If the soil has been decaying through chemical fertilizer, these earthworms will not be here.
Okay.
So there is a good mixture. You cannot over apply.
Okay.
See, whenever you want to apply fertilizer, you must do a soil test. You must you see, we have
A
taken
coconut, how much need pH, normal pH? Normal pH.
pH around 6 to 6.5, 5.5 to 6.5 pH is okay.
Some people told me 6.5 to 7.5 normal pH.
No, coconut is a very surviving crop. You put it in the sea, no?
Okay.
It will grow there.
Okay.
The beaches and all, no, you see, it will grow.
Okay.
On itself, it will grow. It will adjust.
Okay.
Okay. You in the hills also you get coconut trees. The plains also you get coconut trees. So in between the tropic, the tropic of Capricorn and Cancer, anywhere you plant, the coconut tree will yield. Because the coconut tree, the first thing is sunlight.
But
pH,
need.
yeah, the pH it will tolerate. The factor is yield.
Okay.
In which pH gives highest yield, that is the issue. Even at the pH of 8, the coconut tree will give some fruits, some nuts. But ideal range is 5.5 to 6.5 is the ideal range for the coconut tree. Little bit difference will not, it will only affect the yield. The tree will be there, you will not get yield. Vegetatively the tree will be there. There is a big tree, it has not even one inflorescence because there is no light. But the tree is alive. The tree is green and healthy. But there is not even one shoot for a 10-year-old plant. So only when there is light, there is a combination of light, water and nutrients, the tree will give you big
Sir,
yield.
actually you are studying in UK, Cambridge University, UK. How you learn in agriculture? Actually, almost in education in English. Okay,
Yes.
some Pashchimatya culture, English
Yes.
culture. But how you learn in this one all are like actually India is a agriculture based country. How you learn? Who is educated?
See,
This all those things.
theoretically I used to read a lot of books.
Mm.
Practically I have a lot of neighboring farmers
Mm.
who help me in practical stuff. What will be practical is we might do one work, suppose taking this trench, we might do it for 100 rupees when we can do it for 50 rupees. They will tell you some techniques where you can do some, we can call as know-hows or best practices we can tell where we can do it. So through their help only all this technical knowledge is there. See, if you buy a book, they will tell you 25 into 25 you have to plant, you can plant.
Only theory.
The theory.
Not to work out
But
theory.
for a practical need, you need guidance from fellow farmers. That is one of the most important things. I was fortunate in having lot of farmers around me who used to come every day. They will come and graze their cows in my farm
How
because
many you have cows, sir, in Desi cow or in hybrid cows?
these are we have buffaloes,
Buffaloes.
and the people who live in our farm have cows.
Cows.
A lot of cows are there. Plus these neighboring farmers who have a small holding farmers, they come and graze their farm in their thing.
Grass.
And usually with the talking to them, they will advise me. You hire these people, you give this rates. Most of their guidance will be in the economical related aspects related. So we will discuss about the rates of the coconut. We will discuss about the tender coconut rates. So without that you cannot do farming. Theoretically, you know, you put farmyard manure, you can put, you put potassium, you can put. But they will tell you, you know, the seasons, when it will rain, all those practical knowledge is very important for young people. So always when some youngster wants to come into agriculture, you take association of 2-3 old farmers and get to know about the climate, because where there will be water, when there will be water scarcity, when to plant, when to irrigate, all these things only, you know, experience can give you. No amount of book reading will give you all those things.
ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಚಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅರೆಕನಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೋನೋಕ್ರಾಪು ಅರೆಕನಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಅರೆಕನಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 60 ಎಕರ್ಗೆ ನಟ್ಮಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅರೆಕನಟ್ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಿಲ್ಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಬರೀ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ನ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳಾದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಫಾರಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಲಾಲಿಪಾಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪಿಜ್ಜಾ ಬರ್ಗರ್ ತಿಂತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಪರಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾರು ಕಳ್ಳರು ಯಾರು ನಿಜವಾದ್ರು ಅಂತ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ.